What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is the devil here. But what is going on? Hello, Joker. And to the person in the chat which I'm going to discuss in a moment. But not what the person's saying, but one of the reasons why it's time to move forward. So I have to do this to you, bud, but I am going to have to block you because I just don't like instigators being put in here and all that good stuff. I'll go more into detail what I mean by that later. However, how's everybody doing on this Friday night? It's not yet Saturday. Well, to some it may be Saturday, but nonetheless. So I've been thinking about this for a couple of, maybe a week or two, possibly. And, no matter what, it's never going to go through people's heads, right? Regarding certain matters within drama on this platform. And I don't just mean my drama. I don't mean, other people, or I just mean drama in general in this community. It has gotten stale, dull, and repetitive. And it's at the point where, what is there to gain, right? I've said this for the longest time, that my ultimate revenge is to basically be on this platform, do what I like, gaming, what have you, yada, yada, yada. Doing all that stuff. Not needing to keep bringing up the past, all the yada, yada, yada. Oh, Jesse, yes, the long locks are gone. Some of the people have already seen it in the behind the scenes, but I'll go further into that. Yep, I'm growing my hair back all the way, basically, so it grows evenly. So I shaved everything off. And I must say, I am digging it, and it is nice not having to worry about the hair for a little bit. I will say that. However, but hello, Otto. Hello, Jester and Joker. But there's nothing left to gain from this drama bullshit. And quite frankly, it's gotten really, really boring. Like, I had my little fun with somebody a couple of weeks ago, and it's the same old song and dance. Now, regarding to that post, that person who chatted earlier before I blocked him, or her, could be both. Like, one of the biggest things is instigators, and what I mean by that is like trolls who have no lives, and they just want to stroke their cocks while watching people rip each other apart verbally on a stream. Not saying that person may be with good intentions, but due to the fact that I don't really mention those people on my channel anymore, it is weird. Agreed, Adam. Like, for me, I will say part of it was redemption and some type of closure. Like, I will say that I feel that everything that I did within this, from basically, I think it was February, March to around this time this year, was nothing compared to the year prior. But again, I'm not really harping on that too much. So to me, that was honestly mercy, if I'm being quite honest with you. But the point is that like, and I've let my own ego get the better of me at times. I've let it get the better of me where I just let it control and consume, right? And then there are times where I sit there and I reflect. And I realize drama is a hell of a drug. You'd be lying to yourself if you weren't addicted to it at one point or another. Basically, the point when you realize when you've gotten closer to the solution to the problem is admitting you have a problem. And I've admitted I've had a problem with that. We all have our ups and downs. But it's like even myself, I was having a conversation with a few friends of mine. We were talking about different things, right? And I was talking about how, like, I've gotten to the point, hey, Mason, how you doing, my friend? I got to the point where I realized that a lot of these people, like, the insults bore me now. Sure, it was fun for a little bit, calling this person that and that person this and yada, yada, yada. But it's gotten boring, to be quite honest with you. Like, there's no new material, especially with some people, because they don't show up or whatnot. You know, it is what it is. And hey, Gur, it's been a while. How you doing, my friend? Good to see you. I need to, because I actually reactivated my channel a little while back. I need to resubscribe to you again. Yeah, it is, but even nowadays, like, we got like family interventions on the fucking streams, you know. It's not like, honestly, it's not like, even if like I've said, the drama is a fun way to kill time. Yeah, I'm doing good, and hope you are as well, girl. But like, drama ain't the way it, like, you know, it ain't fun anymore. It's gotten too, I don't know if the right word would be complex. We went from just calling people pieces of shit or fat fucks or this, that, and the third, right? Or just like childish stuff like your mom's a hoe or something like that. We've gotten to like people getting their family. Now, I'm not saying that, you know, again, that's some Jerry Springer fucking Maury fucking, like, that type of shit. Well, I'll say, okay, I'll address this. There was no information to be had. Nothing that I have said was like, you know, nothing that I've said in regards to that individual was nothing that is useful information, because basically anybody else who knows about it, that person knows. Now, as far as the person using me, there were points at times where we were having good conversations. Now, you know, honestly, I never trusted that individual anyway, so there was no point in them using me. Honestly, if I'm going to be quite frank with you, that person just wasted their time, because I never trusted them enough to even give them personal information. I didn't tell them where I worked. I didn't tell them any details that not everybody else knows, or not everybody in a stream would know. So if their big, bright idea was to use me, and honestly, I just think that was a ploy to get back in people's good graces, because again, that person was not the only one that was having conversations with me in that particular group. Good conversations even. So I'm not, what's where I'm looking for. Whether what that person said was true or whatnot, I don't care. It's irrelevant at this point. And again, it's the point I made about the trolls or people coming in to stir the pot, get people talking. But as far as The using part, I don't care because it wasn't anything to give out that was debilitating, if you will. But I will, again, block that person due to that reason. But there's my 2 cents on the scenario. I don't know if anybody's blocking. I did block one person, so that was my doing. It's weird. I'm having these trolls. I haven't had trolls in a while, actually. But I'm gonna block this person too, because again. Anyway, I'm doing good, Anthony, and congrats, my brother. How's your PS5? Yeah. Let's see. Let me go back. Let's see. Let's see. Let me go back to the chat real quick. Let's see. Drama in small and infrequent doses can be fun, but that's about it. I can agree to that. But even then, like if it's with the same person over and over again, it's irrelevant, or it gets very repetitive very quickly. But if it's about like religion, like we've discussed before, Gerb, that will always be funny. But let's see. Adam says, I'll admit there have been definitely certain individuals who needed to be exposed, but for the most part, it's been unnecessary. Yeah. And not saying that, but sometimes it's just like, it's just the idea of, what it's going to gain is views and potential subs. You're not going to get an award. You're not going to get anything else. You may get admiration, but that's about it. That's all you're going to get. There's nothing else that you are going to get out of that. And if you let it consume you, then that's even worse. Yeah, I'm actually going to be talking about that on the episode tomorrow for the podcast. It's done. I just got to post it. So anyway, back to the whole point at hand. It's gotten boring, to be quite honest with you. That's why, if you've noticed, I've started to not talk about certain people, even by nicknames or joking matters, right? Now, today, I will address this. I'm not going to mention the person's name. I mentioned it for about an hour on the community tabs. People in my Discord know more about it. But there was a certain individual from the past, not the one you think, but again, people who in the chat who was stalking my TikTok recently. Now my TikTok's open, but I guess that person doesn't realize I can actually see who's looking at my shit. Now, and they didn't block me. Now, also, if anybody defends that, tries to debunk, we were just like, if you see my name as you see here, except without the gaming shorts, is on my TikTok. And the idea that person blocked me afterwards, because I had no idea that person had a TikTok. I blocked the TikTok account from a while back. But that just goes to show that people are still trying to find stuff when there's nothing to be found. I've told people, when you go on my TikTok, you're just going to find good fun. They find some hot takes, some good topics, but nothing that is going to, basically nothing that you're going to see here. Let's be real here. And so, he lights a cigarette. I can already hear Dragon saying, There you go, Dragon. And it's just the idea of all these people who are, watching behind the scenes, whatever, watching, not saying anything. And I have a good amount of them blocked. I've unblocked a good amount of people from StreamYard. And I've got about 25 minutes. I'm going to give the link to anyone. I'm going to post up, but it won't be for Dragon. It won't be for Mason. It won't be for anybody basically that's in the chat right now that are, what do you call it, that are cool with me, basically. Either cool or cordial. But I'm going to put this in the chat because I'm going to put this in the StreamYard link in the chat. But no, like I said, no one click it that are in this chat currently that, as far as I know, don't have an issue with me. And I'm just going to make that fairly clear. I'm not going to let you in if, I know you're cool with me or cordial. But I just want to prove a point, There's the link for anybody who, because again, I always find it fascinating when I'm making a video like this, not bad mouthing really anybody. And you always find it funny, like I'll ask everybody. We got 12 people watching right now. If, let's see, or now 11, but everybody who is chatting or who is currently watching this stream, put the number 1 so I can count you as a person and then subtract who's left. Either I know you are either blocked, you're not commenting for some reason, but you can still see the chat, or you can still see the link to the video to the link. Get more enjoyment out of making. Yeah, I need to get back into watching them because I was enjoying some of your stuff. I've been so big. Like, trust me, I think Mason did a video on Need for Speed Unbound that I still need to check out. So I do need to go back and watch some of your stuff you've been producing, Adam. It's gonna be hard for me to have an issue with you, dude, since technically you've never really crossed the line with me like what other people have. I'm assuming you're referring to me, correct, Adam? Then what about me, Adam? What did I ever do to you? As far as I know of, you never really crossed the line with me either, Joker. Yeah, I've never, like, I think even when Joker and I had conversations, I was even telling him, I don't think it was Adam behind the whole show. Okay, showing the junk thing. I figured it was Mr. Rapture a long time ago. So that was. It is nice to be proven right, even when you're kind of vilified at the beginning. I know, Adam, you and I have that in common. Now regarding to anything else, let me double check. Real quick. Yeah, I only have not really anybody that, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4 people recently commented, and there's still 8 people unaccounted for in the chat right now. Because we got 12 people. So who's this? Dragon, I told you I wasn't going to have you. It's anybody that wasn't in the chat right now, because I wanted to be curious about this. You motherfucker. Yo, you're good, man. See, I did that by accident, but I guess that's for Dragon. But back to the whole TikTok thing. Again, my TikTok's private or public, and I'm keeping it that way. Does go change, but again, I always, people who are in my Discord server know about it. But it is very interesting how, Um, I've been. Oh, okay. Just got a message real quick. Okay. Hmm. Let's see. But okay, so it's like it's the old saying about just move on, just you know, I will admit I was bitter for a good portion. I've told certain people this, but again, the same people I've said there's no point in keeping stuff going. It's I just never understand this holding grudges for all these years type things. I've had people who have said a lot of fucked up shit towards me in the past, even going back as far as 2020, right? And I don't remember every bit of detail, primarily because I don't care enough to remember, because a lot of people are irrelevant to me. And even people that, that to me did the unthinkable, it's not, I guess the best advice I could give to people, instead of spending your time worrying about what anybody on the internet, especially anybody that you will never meet, especially anybody that you never will have physical contact with, instead of worrying about them 24/7, worry about your family, your friends, people that you can count on. Worry about that. I've got a lot of good things coming up in the next month that I've already discussed in my community tabs previously. And one thing I am for at the beginning, I'm going to be primarily focusing on gaming, and that's really about it. I'm still going to post every so often some TikTok stuff, but primarily that's going to be my main focus. Now, at the beginning of the year, it's probably going to be just straight up no audio, like no voiceover. Who knows? I may keep it like that. Give me a better reason not to ignore anybody who tries to comment and stir the pot, if you will. Because I think it was the last stream I was on that wasn't of my own. I was sitting back and listening and all that, and I just was like, I don't really want to be like this. I don't want to be, and again, this is not a dig at anyone in particular. I'm just gonna point it to where I don't want to be in my 30s, in my 40s, in my 50s, talking about the same old shit. Maybe different names attached. Because let's be honest here, every year it's somebody new. It's somebody new. It's somebody, doing the same shit. Like, it's basically the same type of content, just different names with different faces, if you will. And not saying that what I'm doing is going to be original. Far from it. But it's just going to be the idea of, having fun and enjoying life. I am still planning on doing a vlog for the AEW show in a couple weeks. I am planning on doing a vlog for the Rumble in January. So I'm going to be doing that. But as far as like major stuff, even Twitch, I prefer just streaming on YouTube. I've still not mastered the art of Twitch, if you will. And honestly, we're gonna have what's the word I'm looking for? We're gonna have drama in any sort of social media, Instagram, TikTok. Luckily, I haven't really came across that on TikTok, thank goodness. But TikTok, Twitch, shit, there's probably drama on Dailymotion. There's probably drama on MySpace back in the day. Facebook, Twitter, of course. It's just the idea of, you know, especially being a somewhat public figure on here, put your name out there, you're always going to deal with that. And I know people are still going to talk about this person, that person. I've been that person to try to tell people, you know, it's pointless. It's irrelevant, it's repetitive. But they're not going to listen. They're not going to, you know. And one of the things I've had to learn is I need to stop focusing and trying to help others and focus on myself. Because I can help me. I can't help these people. They're in their own little world with their feuds, and they cannot, and they can never let go. Even criticism to these people is a form of attack. Or they try to twist it and make it fit into a narrative to attack others. Sorry about the wind. It is getting a little windy out here. But like I said, the moving on thing, that's not me moving on from, you know, this, that, and the third. And hell, I'm not even going to just openly say I'm moving on from the drama, you know, because everybody has said that. And most everybody who's ever said that has broken their word many times. I'm guilty of it myself. And no matter what you do, you could not even be attacking anybody, but somebody, or you could be just doing your own thing, and people are going to try their damnedest to. I'm not referring to you at, like when me and you had that discussion on that stream not that long ago. You were respectful, and again, since you know, and all that, so you were respectful. So and you took it well. You didn't, you know. Basically, anybody who's watching, who's in the chat right now, I don't mean this to you, but it's just the idea that, like I said, it's because even if you are doing your own thing, you're not focusing on it, you're not partaking in anything, there are going to be people that are constantly going to try to reel you back into the bullshit. Like, no. Even that person, I kind of miss the fucker, but I'll be honest here, even that whole thing's gotten old. A lot of the insults, let's just be honest here, a lot of the insults that we've used have overstayed their welcome. Let's just be honest here. And like I've said, I'm not going to promise or do anything because, again, we've all done that. I'm just going to do what I can to move on. And I feel like I'm starting on the right foot. Because there are, like, you know, good amount of people that I mentioned a good amount of times I'm not really mentioning anymore. And we'll try to keep that going if I'm on a stream. Now, if I'm on if I'm on someone else's stream regarding, you know, if it has to deal with drama, I'm probably not going to go. And I may show my support in the comments, but that's really about it. I don't have no interest in, especially if it's something that has been talked about like forever. Let's be real here, and no solution to that issue. And again, that's some disrespect to people who do that. You know, that I'm cool with, but it's just the idea that it's just not for me anymore. You got people who literally want to make good content that are and that's something I'm going to say, Adam. You know, not going to get my opinion on it. That beef is between y'all. Like, you know, because I've been guilty of getting myself into situations regarding two individuals or more, and getting reeled back into it, whether I wanted to or not. Not saying it was your fault, the other person's fault. It's just the idea of, hey, you know, it's just the fact that it's repetitive. It really is. There's nothing, you know, like it's a good, like you can look at it as a good character study or a psychic, or like a study in someone's psyche of how little certain words, certain phrases will get into people's heads. But besides that, it's nothing else, nothing more than just, you know, insecurity on some people. Like what that person was saying earlier in the chat, you know. I heard about that stream, and I just find it amusing that, you know, people are still talking about stuff, you know, and stuff from months ago or a year ago and all that. I always say this: aren't those here supposed to be better than us? You know, aren't we supposed to be the drama people, and they're the people who don't partake in it? You know, no one really is perfect in the scenario. We've all been guilty of it. Just some people don't like to admit that they are in the wrong in some sense. But I'll leave you with this, because I'm about to end the stream. I'll leave you with this. Do you care about the drama because you've got nothing better to do? Or do you care about it because it gets good views? Like, people probably thought that this video was going to be drama related, like really bad, and that's why there's a good amount of people watching right now, right? Do people care about the or do people care about it because they want to get back at someone? Like, there's so many different questions, right? Like, I give everybody a chance. Can you go one stream, like one stream with that has topic one, and can you go one stream without let either yourself or anybody around you talking about certain individuals? Because if you are an entertaining individual, you should be able to have different things you can say even after the main topic has been done being discussed. So it's just the idea of, like I said, you don't Do you have anything better to do than focus on other people's lives? Whether you whether you say, oh, I don't focus on it. Taking time out of your day to be doing something productive with your life, focus on getting someone's info or getting stalking them or going on their social medias, whatever. That's taking time away from stuff that you could actually be doing with your life. So, I guess my final advice to anybody: you don't have to hate, you don't have to love everybody, you don't have to be friends with everybody, you don't have to, sing Kumbaya on the campfire. But when is enough enough? I'm gonna leave it at that. So, probably the next time you will see me will be a vlog I will do for AEW in a couple weeks. And after that, probably stuff for January, because I've got a lot of stuff I've got to take care of in the next couple of weeks that is going to take up a lot of my time. If you see me in the chat, that's probably the furthest you're going to see me. You're probably not going to see me anything else. I think the best advice is stop caring about views, because the moment you stop caring about views, the moment you don't get two shit about views. Exactly. And honestly, again, I guess I'll leave it with this final remark. Actually, this is actually an even better topic. If you really don't care about the views, because again, whether you like to admit it or not, drama does get views on this platform, unfortunately. But if you don't care about views, go a month without talking anything drama. Have a topic. Don't name drop. Don't say for 5 seconds. Do an entire stream, however long it may be, without saying a single word about anybody, especially in this community. If you want to talk about something that's going on in the gaming world, the entertainment world, that's one thing. But I'm talking YouTube drama bullshit. You can go a month or more without that and continue that and not care what anybody says about you, you'll be a lot better off for it. With that said, guys, catch y'all later. Thank y'all for watching. Ta-ta for now.